हाँ बोले देख सखी तेरे प्यार की बाहों में भर ली हमने सारी बहारें संसार की, वही जो ताने गया है, क्या हो गया है। ऋषभ, गुड इवनिंग। Medium of expression. This was the yesterday's topic, optional, 4th July. Art, painting, architecture, sculpture, literature. Painting, Mona Lisa, Madonna, The Last Supper. It's a factual heading, I said. Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo da Vinci. Vinci is the name of the town from where he belonged. Vinci, Leonardo da Vinci. Realism, humanism, राज करो, सांसद हो जाओ। So medieval paintings were ideal paintings, ideal representation of human values, human interest. If you have seen that web series Mirzapur, and you see the position of women, but there are certain things which was never accepted 30 years back. $30 back, 1990 I am talking about. There were 1980, unimaginable. 1970, a movie comes, Bobby. Rishi Kapoor and Dimple Kapadia. And she wears the swimming costume. And the movie becomes the talk of the town. Simply the swimming costume, a scene of hardly 10 seconds. And the movie was super hit. Bobby. Ram Teri Ganga Maili. A mother is shown feeding her child. Okay, Aman, okay, I will check it. But then Mirzapur, woman is expressive. Golu Pandit crosses all the limit. Sex करोगे मेरे साथ? Painting. You will Understand it only when you will see all those paintings. You have to type the name of all the paintings and you have to see the expression of human features. Human features, body, physical appearance. Architecture. Important ones, St. Peter's Church. Where? Rome. St. Peter's Church in Rome. Cathedral of Florence. Cathedral at Florence, at Pitti's Palace. You have to see the picture. Note down the specific features. And then comes the sculpture, the statues. Saint Francis. The glazed terracottas. The ornated doors. The glazed pottery. They all became the medium of expression of the new developments. Literature, Prince, Machiavelli. Michelangelo, Raphael, the two super artists, Michelangelo and Raphael. ये रफेल फाइटर नहीं, Michelangelo and Raphael, the prince. Talks about the new political order. The new political ethics. He says, ornated means features, figures, pictures. Designs. Machiavelli says, the king should not be ethical, moral, religious. Otherwise, he will never be a good ruler. But he has to show to the people that he has all these things inbuilt in him. Machiavelli. Servants. The political order. The attack on feudalism and feudal lords. A very famous text based on the character called Don Quixote. Cervantes, this is a part of a Spanish literature which attacks feudalism and feudal lords. Feudalism and feudal lords. Cervantes, Don Quixote. Decameron. They are considered as body tales. Body, B-A-W-D-Y, body tales. Satire on medieval customs and traditions. Satire. Satire on medieval customs and traditions. Satire on medieval customs and traditions. And the biggest setback, the Divine Comedy. Very important. You should read this book. It's a very good book, Divine Comedy by Dante. A monk is traveling in the Christian hell, the Christian heaven, the Christian purgatory, and narrating the scenario. Dante's Divine Comedy. The comment on the religious superstitions, the religious propagandas, the religious evils, etc., etc. So whenever the new ideas start getting promotion, medium of expression, very important medium of expression. If you see the Indian history, 6th century BC to post-Maurya period, Gupta to Rajput period, what are the mediums of expression here? Stupas, viharas. What are the mediums of expression here? Temples. So architecture is a medium to give the message of change of philosophy. What is the book here? Kama Sutra. The urban life. What is the famous book here? Ramayana. The ideal life. Ajanta, Ellora paintings. Sultanganj statue of Buddha. Philosophy. Philosophy always requires the medium of expression. And what are the important mediums? Art, painting, architecture, sculpture, literature, etc. And this again became the medium of expression for the Renaissance philosophy. You have to write all these as a headings. Then you have to take the examples from all of them. Michelangelo, one example, write the specific feature of that example. Raphael, one example, write the specific feature of that example. Leonardo da Vinci, example, specific feature of that example. This you have to do as a homework. Don't leave it as it is. There is nothing to explain. The key things I have explained. Then the specific feature of St. Peter's Church. Pitti's Palace, very important. Cathedral at Florence, Pitti's Palace. The specific feature of Pitti's Palace and what it was depicting. Then these sculptures, books I have given you. This talks about political order. This talks about religious superstition and evils. This talks about feudalism and feudal lords. This talks about, it's a satire on medieval customs and traditions. Clear? Janab? जनाब, that is why I have written homework to be completed properly. हम जिएंगे और मरेंगे, है वतन तेरे लिए दिल दिया है जहाँ। हेल मुखर्जी, साहब, everything you will get in Al Mukherjee. Explicitly explained Renaissance. You see the number of pages in Al Mukherjee? Don't rely on the facts given on internet. Internet says that kafir means one who does not belongs. Please, Richa, go ahead, please ask. Kafir means one who does not believes in Islam and Quran. This is what internet says about the word kafir. Don't rely on internet. फरमा तो मेरा correct, true. Richa, what we discussed in Gupta and post-Gupta period? What we discussed in Gupta and post-Gupta period? Land and military. Apart from this, alright, you haven't completed ancient India with me. Richa, you haven't completed ancient India. Gupta, post-Gupta, Rajput. No. Oh, that's why you are asking. Please go through it. Complete it and then it will be clear to you. Don't worry. Okay, fine. You complete it, then it will be clear to you. Don't worry, complete it. Complete it. Don't worry. Then you will see what is feudalism. Evaluation of feudalism. Last heading. Evaluation. End of medievalism. and beginning of modern era. End of medievalism and beginning of modern era. Became the modern era. End of medievalism and beginning of modern era. Promotion to new learning based on scientific inquiry and criticism. With two strong pillars, science and humanities. Physics got promotion, astronomy got promotion. Copernicus, Kepler, Galileo, Newton, physics got promotion, mathematics got promotion, history got promotion, geography got promotion, philosophy got promotion. New learning based on scientific inquiry and criticism with two pillars, science and humanities, astronomy, physics, mathematics. I'll give you the notes, don't worry. This period I'll give you the notes. Don't think that I'm giving you the points here. I'll give you the notes. All the data you'll see there. Promotion to new learning. End of medievalism, beginning of the modern world. Medievalism was based on theology and divinity. Modern era is based on rationalism and humanism. Rationalism and humanism. Momentum to geographical discoveries, Reformation, counter-reformation. Momentum to geographical discoveries, Reformation, counter-reformation. This humanism became a very strong force. Humanism became a very strong force for Reformation. And the three strong pillars of Reformation, Martin Luther, Zwingli, Calvin. Martin Luther, Zwingli and Calvin. Geographical discoveries led to the coming of North America, South America, exploration of large part of Africa. Momentum to geographical discoveries, Reformation, counter-reformation. Reformation got momentum because of humanism. I'll discuss what was this humanism and who promoted it to the maximum level. I'll discuss all these three people, Martin Luther, Zwingli and Calvin. Martin Luther, Zwingli and Calvin. Birth of a new world having new economic order, new political order, new social order, new religious order, birth of a new world, foundation stone for the new world, foundation stone for the new world, with new economic order, new political order, new social order, new religious order. New economic order, new political order, new social order, new religious order. Renaissance, the mother of modern world. Father, Industrial Revolution. Renaissance, mother of modern world. Simple, you write here, mother of modern world in bracket. Renaissance, mother of modern world. Topic is completed. You will get this much notes, don't worry. With all the data, all the facts, you have to corroborate it with those facts. Explanatory part I have done. Clear? Renaissance. In GS, I discuss it in 5 minutes. But it's a big topic. Renaissance. It's a mother of the modern world. You cannot neglect it. Renaissance, mother of the modern world. Shabir, Wasiullah, Salim, this Renaissance, no, I think if you get the notes with all the datas, you'll be able to corroborate it. If you have any problem, tell me. If you have any problem, tell me, any problem. Preface, reasons, features, medium of expression, evaluation, now the only thing which you require is a detailed description of this. कभी ख्याल आता है Sarfaraz, science is not an expression. Science is a development. Music you can add, yes, music you can add. Music you can add, but not science. Science is a development. Music you can add. harmony. Violin. Violin is the outcome of this modern thoughts. Violin. A celestial above, other than this world. A celestial means other than this world. Next world. One is Roman Empire, other is Heavenly Empire. Who's the boss of Roman Empire? Pope. Who's the boss of Heavenly Empire? God. So there are two empires, Heavenly Empire and Roman Empire. Music and dance, yes, yes. Anything which expresses the change can be added. Anything which expresses the change can be added. Expression should be there, not development. There's a difference between development and expression. अब रेनेसांस में क्वेश्चन आया आईएएस में बड़ा प्यारा, पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो वेदर यू हैव सीन और नॉट सीन दैट क्वेश्चन, बट इट्स अ अल्टीमेट क्वेश्चन. रिचा, Renaissance was neither an intellectual movement nor a religious movement. It was a state of mind. Comment. No, Richa, we'll discuss humanism. I'm coming. Arab, without humanism, how it will be completed? Radhika, abhi to the two cousins of Renaissance. We have to discuss the two cousins of Renaissance. Cousins. Which two cousins? Who are the two cousins of Renaissance, Radhika? Richa, who are the two cousins of Renaissance? Deepak Nayak, Sarfaraz, Vigyan. Vigyan, Ajit Kumar Jha, the two cousins of Renaissance. The two cousins of Renaissance, geographical discoveries and reformation. So next heading, geographical discoveries. Geographical discoveries. Reasons. Role of Spain and Portugal. Evaluation, outcome. गौरी का नंबर Geographical discoveries, reasons, role of Spain and Portugal. Renaissance was neither a religious movement nor a intellectual movement, it was a state of mind. Have you seen that question? Okay, let me complete these three things, then we will come to the questions. Renaissance, geographical discoveries and Reformation. Yes. Actually, most of the questions are interconnected. Geographical discovery, Reformation and all. Reasons. Simple reason. Necessity is the mother of invention. Write down all the points, then we'll discuss. Necessity is the mother of invention. (1453). Then the lust for wealth. Geographical discoveries generated the lust for wealth. I'll discuss. Lust for wealth. This necessity and lust led to patronage. Getting the patronage from whom? Rulers. This 1 plus 2 led to the third. And when you are fulfilling the worldly needs, if religion also comes into it, very good. Religious zeal. Religious zeal, religious. Everyone has a goal. If you have listened yesterday's Naujawan Kranti, I was talking about conversion. Conversion is the eternal feature of every religion, but Hinduism believes in real conversion. One Rolls Royce after every 100 years. This is the reason that this country is surviving. We don't have a tradition of killing enlightened people. Never. Because Bharat means knowledge. Christianity, religion is a central theme. Christianity and Islam, both. Later on, the game of conversion in these two religions fell into the hand of priest. And that became the trouble, especially for Muslims. Because in Christianity, Shyamlal becomes Samuel, koi baat nahi. But Samuel gets modern education. So Samuel becomes doctor, engineer, IAS. At least something Samuel gets. But when Shyamlal becomes Shamsuddin, then the trouble starts. Religious zeal. First point. Necessity is the mother of invention. In 1453, Turks occupied Constantinople. This proved to be a setback to what? West and East trade. The flow of spices and silk came down. Affecting the life of the people of Central and Western Europe. Central and Western Europe. And this became a very important factor for promoting geographical discoveries. In 1453, Turks occupied Constantinople. This was a setback to West and East trade. The flow of spices and silk came down, and this affected the life of the people of Central and Western Europe. Now they had two options. One option to commit suicide, other option to find a new way. Now the people of Central and Western Europe has two options. First option, to commit suicide. Second option, to find a new way. And they opted for the second option. Why they opted for the second option? Second point. Role of Renaissance. Side by side, Renaissance was also going on, and Renaissance has emphasized on sense of inquiry. This was a very important feature of Renaissance sense of inquiry. Bible says the earth is flat. If you enter into the ocean, you will fall on the other side of the ocean. Now they were ready to fall. Now they were ready to fall. Now they were ready to fall. This role of Renaissance got strengthened by the experiences of previous travelers. Previous travelers and the awareness of the new instruments. The spirit of Renaissance got strengthened by the experience of previous travelers. Any example? Marco Polo. The Venetian traveler Marco Polo. Marco Polo, who indicated all the trade routes, between west and east. Indicated all the trade routes between the west and the east. Then that famous book, Secrets of the Faithful Crusaders, which talks about all the important Asiatic cities. Instruments, mariner compass, which came to Arabs from Chinese, and from Arabs to Europe, and astrolabe. It is also an instrument to find out the direction, astrolabe. Necessity is strengthened by Renaissance. Renaissance is strengthened by the previous experiences and instruments. And this necessity, Renaissance and experience got a strong binding because of the lust for wealth. Lust for wealth, in which the highest position is of Spanish conquistadors. Spanish conquistadors. Hernando Cortes, who plundered Aztecs, the ancient civilization in Mexico. Montezuma. Please write the name of Montezuma, the ruler Montezuma. The betrayal of Montezuma by Cortez and the plundering of Aztecs. Hernando Cortez, Francisco Pizarro, plundering of Incas. Where? Peru. प्रीडेटर जानते हो? रुद्रेश, प्रीडेटर. यार वर्ड मीनिंग ना पूछा करो यार. You have the phone, write it in Google, the spelling CONQUISTADORS. Predators. So conquistadors. It's a mixture of two words, conquest and predator. Yes, betrayal of Montezuma. He was the Aztec ruler, Montezuma. Read his story, the story of Montezuma. And when they returned with these wealth, correct. And he was like Mahmud Ghazni of Spain. He was Mahmud Ghazni, he was Muhammad Ghori. Mahmud Ghazni took so much wealth from India that he became inspiration for Central Asian rulers for the next 1000 years. Mahmud Ghazni. Mahmud, you can write in bracket, Mahmud Ghazni. Mahmud Ghazni of Spain. He brings so much wealth. Hernando Cortez. He got so much wealth, so much. Those people have not seen cannon. They were not aware about gunpowder. They have not seen horses. You read the story of Montezuma. Those people of isolated islands. They never thought that someone will cross this Atlantic. They never thought that someone will cross this Atlantic. And when they brought the wealth, Mexico and Peru, then the race starts among the Europeans. We will also go. भिखारियों से? कौन भिखारी? If you calculate the present GDP of Europe, That much gold was brought by Hernando. Gold, silver. That is why I said, na, wrote the story, read the story of Montezuma. Tribals are beggars. You belong to Indore. The tribal people. It's a land of tribal people. You have heard about Tharus? Tharu. Still, there are many places in northern India where it is considered that they have deposited huge wealth. Tribals are beggars. Or never say this thing, tribal beggar. And then patronage by the rulers. Ferdinand, Isabella, and the most important name, Henry the Navigator. These geographical discoveries became beneficial for them. They have to find out the new route. They will get the wealth. Whenever the reformers, the people who bring the change, become the beneficial for the state supports them. Buddha and Mahavira became beneficial for Magad. They started supporting Buddha and Mahavira. But the Buddhist and Mahavira philosophy became irrelevant in Rajput period. They took back the support. Now these geographical discoveries became very beneficial for the rulers. They will search the new sea route. They will bring the wealth. They will glorify the religion, Christianity. And Henry the Navigator, he belonged to the royal family in Portugal. He belonged to the royal family of Portugal. He was a devout Catholic. This word is enough. Devout Catholic. Devout. This word is enough. Devout Catholic. He belonged to the royal family of Portugal. He was a devout Catholic. Means he must be having the intention to spread Christianity. He was not a professional navigator, but he was pioneer in the field of navigation. Pioneer in the field of navigation. He was not a professional navigator, but he is pioneer in the field of navigation. Why? He establishes the school. He establishes the school for navigators. And the schools had the professional navigators, mathematicians, scholars, And the agenda was agenda was to train the emerging navigators. Agenda was to train the navigators. Henry the navigator. Ferdinand and Isabella, they financed whom? Columbus. Who gets the credit of discovering the new world, now called as America. P and N कहाँ है भैया? Professional navigators, professional navigators. And then the last point, religious zeal, to spread Christianity and the gospel of Jesus, so that the rulers should benefit not only in this world, but they will also benefit in other world. Double-sided achievement. Benefit in this world, benefit in the other world. These were the reasons for geographical discoveries. Clear? First reason, necessity. Second reason, Renaissance. Third reason, experience and instruments. Fourth reason, lust. Fifth reason, the role of rulers. Sixth reason, zeal. Zeal. The zeal to spread the religion. Clear? Geographical discoveries. Reasons are clear? Role of Spain and Portugal. of Spain and Portugal. Now for this, you have to open the political map of Europe. Spain. Ferdinand and Isabella. No, Joel, it cannot be termed as a renaissance. In general term, we can use as this word renaissance, but there was no scientific inquiry and criticism there. I gave you the name yesterday, na? Carlton Hayes. That name Carlton Hayes is important. You can term Raja Ram Mohan Roy's period as a period of Indian Renaissance, because that is a period of scientific inquiry and criticism. Portugal and Spain, the role of Portugal and Spain. Now Italians had a very good access to Mediterranean Sea, from Mediterranean Sea to Eastern Europe to Turkey, Turkey to Egypt, and then to Hindustan, and then the parts of East Asia. France, Austria, Germany, United Kingdom, all of them were very far away from any coastal area to them. But Portugal and Spain had a very close coastal area, very close land to them, Africa. The Moors, Muslims, have entered into Spain via Strait of Gibraltar. Strait of Gibraltar. Plus, they have heard that a route passes to East Indies via the western coast of Africa. So they had information earlier also, but no one tried. There was no necessity. No one tried. There was no necessity. First thing, existence was in trouble. Portugal and Spain. Existence was in trouble. France has a common border with Italy. Germany has a common border with Italy. Poland has a common border with Italy. But Spain and Portugal, all other states, you see the political map of Europe, France, Germany, all of them, they have a common border with Italy. But Spain and Portugal, they are in the extreme west. Extreme west. So, geographical condition. Then, the enthusiastic rulers, Ferdinand, Isabella, the Queen Isabella, then enthusiasm to promote the religion. Pope was always under the influence of Portuguese, always, because they took the flag of Christianity. Their first priority was the flag of Christianity. The Spanish Armada plus a strong navy. Spain was the first European country to have a strong navy. Spanish Armada. The Spanish Armada, which was later on destroyed by British, and then Britain got the naval supremacy. And when Britain got the naval supremacy, Britain occupied the world. So geographical condition, you write the single term geographical condition. Geographical condition. Extreme west, divided by the mountain ranges, Pyrenees. Over enthusiastic rulers, Ferdinand and all. Enthusiasm of religion. So you will see Ferdinand here in Spain, Henry the Navigator in Portugal, and these people, they have heard from the Moors, Muslims. Who took Vasco da Gama to India? Who took Vasco da Gama to India? Vasco da Gama would have been killed at Cape of Good Hope. But to his good luck, he meets an Arab merchant, Abdul Majid. Abdul Majid. Write the name Abdul Majid. Abdul Majid. He meets the Arab merchant at Cape of Good Hope, Abdul Majid. Not Gujarati exactly. Some historians say that he was a Gujarati, but he was from an Arab descent. He was working there in Gujarat. He had a settlement, he had factories in Gujarat. Anti-Gujarati propaganda. Rudra Singh. And then Spain. Gave support to the three big people. First one, Columbus. And when Columbus returns back, he fails to find the direct sea route to India. But when he returns back, he comes with three things. Pineapple, tobacco, and potato. He did not return with silk and spices. He returned with pineapple, tobacco, and potato. And when these three things were brought to Indian subcontinent, they got such a good market. Then there was a banker of Medici family of Portugal, Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo he was a banker of Medici family of he was also sponsored by Spanish. Later on America got the name. There was a German cartographer. If you want, you can write the name of that German cartographer. German cartographer. There was a German cartographer. Martin Waldseemüller. Martin Waldseemüller. He named this area as America. Martin Waldseemüller. So this man, Amerigo Vespucci, he again revisits this new world. It was called as Mandus Novus, New World, Mandus Novus, New World. And because of this commercial prospects, he revisits. And then the biggest name, Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan. He decided to take the round trip of the world, Ferdinand Magellan. He was a Portuguese, Ferdinand Magellan, but he was sponsored by Spanish. Ferdinand Magellan. And he starts from Spain, and then he starts moving towards North America, then South America. He reaches the southern tip of South America. There is a Strait of Magellan today also. From there he takes a turn and then he enters into Philippines. He tried to go interact with the native people of Philippines. He was killed there. He was killed in Philippines. Unnecessary interaction. He enters with the native people of Philippines. He was killed in Philippines. But then his troop returns back after taking the round trip of entire globe. And these new discoveries not only gave promotion to the name of Christianity, they provided the areas of resources and wealth. They provided the areas of resources and wealth. Provided the areas of resources and wealth. Portuguese they are the Christian jihadis. Don't write Christian jihadis. Basically Christian jihadis. So they had a very strong backing of Pope. And in 1490, popes gave them the permission. 1490 Pope gives them the permission for trade, political domination, Pope gives them the permission for trade, political domination. colonization, in the areas of West Africa to East Indies, because they were mainly carrying the flag of Christianity. So Pope 1493 Pope drew the line. West was given to Spain. North America, South America, western area was given to Spain. East was given to Portugal. Religious promotion. (1494) Pope also accepted the Portuguese presence in West, especially in Brazil. So over enthusiastic religious effort and the dareness of Portuguese navigators So Spain took the edge on wealth and Portugal took the edge on religion. And in this way, the two became the pioneers of geographical discoveries in Europe. But when they got the wealth, right, as a note, Spain got the edge in wealth and Portugal in religion. Spain got the edge in wealth and Portugal in religion. And in this way, the two became the pioneers in geographical discoveries. The two became the pioneers in geographical discoveries. Colonization, spread of Christianity, geographical discoveries, colonization, spread of Christianity, etc. But they failed to derive the advantage of their achievements. They failed to derive the advantage of their achievements because the gathered wealth went into the hands of feudal lords. The gathered wealth went into the hand of feudal lords, which was spent in luxury and military power. Went into the hand of feudal lords, which was used for luxury and military power. Luxury and military power. Clear? Spain and Portugal. Role of Spain and Portugal. And finally you have to combine all the three and write. The answer will come from the three sisters. Renaissance, the elder sister, geographical discovery and Reformation. So Renaissance is the elder sister's geographical discovery and Reformation, the two cousins. ऑल क्लियर तो शैम्पू का नाम है. Evaluation of geographical discoveries. Evaluation of geographical discoveries. Polity, economy, society, religion. What was the impact of geographical discovery on polity, economy, society, religion? You write economy, polity. Don't write polity, economy. Economy, polity, society, religion. Economy, mercantilist capitalism. Promotion to mercantilist capitalism. Mercantilist capitalism. Increase the wealth at any cost. Mercantilist. Mercantilism. Mercantilism. General phenomena. Increase the wealth at any cost. And when the wealth started increasing, this wealth went into the hand of kings. This wealth went into the hand of kings because this wealth came in the hand of whom? Businessmen, traders, middle class. Mercantilist capitalism. It started increasing the wealth in the hand of businessmen, traders, middle class. And they started supporting the kings against church and pope. So this gave promotion to national monarchies. National monarchies and nation states. National monarchies and nation state. Who was the Pope who was caught and beaten by the French ruler Philippe IV? Who was that Pope? And he was so much badly beaten. Pope was so much badly beaten. He was hiding in a cathedral, Pope. And Philip IV of France gives the order of कि जिंदा मुर्दा Binderwala, I want dead or alive. And Pope was caught and he was badly beaten, thrashed. He was so much beaten that he died within a month. हाँ अरे यार रुद्रेश क्या बात है यार, Boniface 8. क्या बात है. अच्छा अच्छा, you must have put it in Google. Philip 4 when I said. Boniface 8. Pope Boniface 8. Why? Why he was beaten, Rudresh? So, economic change, mercantilist capitalism, increase of wealth of a nation at any cost. Then this wealth increase in the hand of businessmen, traders and middle class. They strengthened the king because their interest was in the hand of the king, and this gave birth to national monarchies, strong monarchies, absolute despotism and nation state. Next chapter, nation state. We have to discuss this as a chapter, national monarchies and nation state. Society, emergence of the new section, capitalist class, middle class, slavery, etc., etc. Religion got a big setback. Religion, it prepared the ground for reformation and counter-reformation. It prepared the ground. The myth of Catholic supremacy was broken. The infallibility of Bible was broken. The infallibility of Pope was broken. Infallibility of Pope was broken. Infallibility of Bible was broken. So Buddhism, Jainism, this was the outcome of geographical discoveries. This Renaissance and geographical discoveries have a very important role in a very big development in the 16th century Europe, right? Renaissance and geographical discoveries have a very big role in the 16th century Europe, that is Reformation and counter-reformation. Reformation and counter-reformation. Now this is a very important topic. Reformation and counter-reformation. Till here the story is clear. Any doubt, any query, any question? यही गलती हो जाती है. आज मैंने लहसुन आप सभी गोएंगे. Their showdown began in 1296 when Boniface issued a decree forbidding kings from taxing the clergy without his consent. Oh, क्या बात है, गूगल से पकड़ लाए। Sir, can you repeat how the supremacy of Christianity was over? Supremacy of Pope, Rishabh. Supremacy of Pope. Supremacy of Christianity, how it will be over? Supremacy of Pope. Preface, reasons, features, evaluation. Preface, reasons, features, evaluation. And then after this we will discuss counter reformation. This is for reformation. है जाने अदा ये जुल्म न कर, रहने दे अभी थोड़ा सा भरम. Richa, why all this happened? What was the core reason? The most important feature of 16th century Europe, the great schism in Christian church. This was destined to happen. Whenever the old order will become the obstacle, the new order will come into existence. Features. Here we will discuss the three superstars: Martin Luther, Zwingli and Calvinism. Calvin. And then the evaluation of this Reformation, emphasizing on geographical discoveries. Causes, reasons, you are talking about the reasons. First heading, preface. The biggest event of 16th century Europe was the schism in the Christian church. Why did religions like Hinduism and Christianity objected crossing the sea? Arab bhaiya, in 8th century, 9th century, if you will go to Saudi Arab and you will see the liberty, equality, fraternity there, then you will come back and you will talk about that. You will unnecessarily disturb the people. Today, when these Indians go to Amsterdam, Antwerp, Las Vegas, what they do? They come back and discuss the life of those people. What happens here? They create the unrest here. They will unnecessarily create the unrest. So don't allow the people to cross the sea. Why people will be allowed to cross the sea? So if you will go to Saudi Arab in 10th century and then you will go there and see Batul Hikmat, you will see equality, that people are standing in the mosque without any discrimination. Huh? So you will come and praise Islam. And when you will praise Islam, then you will create the unrest in the people here. 10th century India and 10th century Arab. You will go there and see the women businessmen. Here, woman is in burqa, 10th century. So you will give the dream, you will give the new aspiration, and that will create the unrest in the society. So don't allow the people to go out. Now this Christian church was established to preach the objectives of Jesus Christ and Saint Peter. He is the first bishop of Rome, Saint Peter. Saint Peter is the first bishop. So Christian church, it was like Buddhist Sangha. Christian church was like a Buddhist Sangha. Objective was to propagate the teachings of Christ. To propagate the teachings of Christ, give proper guidance, to regulate the life of the individual Christian. To regulate the life of the individual Christian, and to help them to attain salvation without any difficulty. This was the target of the Christian church when it was created. It was like the Buddhist Sangha. Any Christian in this group? Any Christian other than me? Any second Christian? I'm the one. Second one? You know, the best part of my life is I understood one thing in my life: religion. So I'm a Muhammadiya, I'm a Christian, I'm a Buddhist. I am the devotee of Ram, Shiv, Krishna. And this is the, but I speak against the odd things of Muslim, Hindus, Christian, Sikh. You'll never find me speaking against any prophet or religion. Never. Never, never. But then also Muslims are angry with me. Sangha ka aadmi hai, Sangi, pure Sangi. Pure Sangi. Hindu says ki left wing. A hidden left winger. Sikh. Now I love Bayazid. I love Bayazid. Oh, I love Bayazid. But I have no sympathy for Hafiz Saeed. If I will speak against Palestine, I will speak against China also. If I will support Palestine, I will support Uyghur Muslims also. I have a love for Guru Nanak, not Bhinderwala. I have love for Vivekanand, not Praveen Togadia. I have a love for Saint Francis. Huh? Definitely. And this is a very big drawback. So, Christian church was created after Jesus Christ and Saint Peter. Saint Peter was the first bishop of Rome, and this was the objective. Now, any one of you, can you tell me the three big contribution of Jesus Christ? Three big contribution. Now, if you follow it, oh, ultimate things. Three big contribution of Jesus Christ to this world. This one, true. Christ, the Savior. Christ means Savior. कौन बपतिस्मा देता था? Christ. John the Baptist, yes. Jews do not accept Jesus as Christ. Jews, they do not accept Jesus as Christ. But then this man, John the Baptist, he was also an enlightened person, John the Baptist. This story you should know, John the Baptist. That why Christians consider Jesus as a Christ. So John the Baptist used to say to his followers, ki the Savior is coming, Christ is coming, Christ is coming. So his followers used to say, ki how we will identify the Christ? How we will identify the Christ? So Baptist said, ki the day I will initiate a person and I will disappear. The day I will initiate, I will I will baptize a person and I will disappear. That means that person has come. And the day he baptized Jesus, he disappeared. So when he disappeared, the followers of John the Baptist accepted Jesus as Christ. But Jews said, if you are the Christ, the Son of God, you have to give the evidence. They are the rational people. So Jews are still waiting for the Christ. Service to mankind. And these principles, Jews, they don't accept him as a Savior. Jews, they don't accept him as a Christ. Because they said, if you are the Son of the God, you would have to give the evidence. The Son of the God cannot die. They crucified him. They did not hang him. Have you noticed? They did not hang him. They crucified him. They did not behead him. They crucified him. And these three principles are ultimate. Don't hate anyone. Whenever you hate a person, you see the people of UP and Bihar, why they are suffering? Everyone is filled with hatred. Everyone, you go and see the present condition. Upper caste has a hatred for lower caste. Lower caste has a hatred for upper caste. Hindus have a hatred for Muslims. Muslims have a hatred for Hindus. You see the present condition. You go to any small town of UP and Bihar, the volcano is going to erupt. See, if you hang, the person will die immediately. If you behead, the person will die immediately. But in crucifixion, it will take time. And if you are the Son of God, you will be saved by God. Crucifixion. This was the main objective for the establishment of the Christian Sangha. Main objective for the establishment of the Christian Sangha. But with the decline of the Roman Empire, this Sangha, this Christian church became the savior for Europeans. This Sangha or the Christian church became the savior for Europeans. Why they became the savior for Europeans? Because they became the unifying force for Europe under the umbrella of Christianity. Unifying force for Europe under the umbrella of Christianity. Not only the unifying force of Europe under the umbrella of Christianity, they provided a proper structure of management. Proper structure of management. Rome, the center, then provinces, then parish. Proper structure for management. Rome, the central unit, provinces, diocese, district and parish, town and villages. On the top you had the Pope, then cardinals, bishops, parish, priest, curates, and deacons. So with the decline of the Roman Empire, they became the unifying force under the umbrella of Christianity. Not only the unifying force under the umbrella of Christianity, they provided the proper structure for management, right from the top to the bottom. Creating a big force in Europe, Holy Roman Empire. Which became a defense, strong defense during crusades, the barbaric invasions. And in this way, Christianity got strengthened in Europe. So decline of Roman Empire, strengthened the position of Christianity, and the decline of urban economy strengthened the position of religion. You have seen in Indian history how Brahmanism became strong. Who became the ruler in Rajput period? Brahmanism. What was the social structure of Brahmanism of Rajput period? On the top, priest. On the top, king, noble and priest. The same thing happened here in Europe. The fall of Roman Empire, strengthened the position of Christianity, and beginning of feudalism made Christianity the ruler of Europe. Made Christianity the ruler of Europe. So as Brahmanism as a superstar of feudalism became the hurdle for third urbanization, similarly Christianity under the guidance of feudalism became the obstacle for the modern world. As Brahmanism as a superstar of feudalism became the hurdle for third urbanization, medieval India, Kabir, Dadu, Nanak, Raidas, they all are against feudal Brahmanism, feudalistic Brahmanism. Here Erasmus, John Huss, Wycliffe, and finally here Kabir, Dadu, Raidas, Nanak. Here Erasmus, John Huss, Wycliffe, and finally the superstar Martin Luther. So Christianity, which was an emancipator, was not an obstacle. Christianity, which is an emancipator, is not a struggle, is not an obstacle. Pay attention to my line. Christianity as an emancipator is not a trouble. Who is a trouble? Christianity as a ruler. Brahmanism as an emancipator is not a trouble. Who's a trouble? Brahmanism as a ruler. Islam as an emancipator is not a trouble. Who's a trouble? Islam as a ruler under priestly class. Because whenever the religion becomes a ruler, it completely comes under the control of a priestly class. This happened in Europe, 10th century. This happened in India, 10th century. This is happening in Islamic world today. जीना भी मुश्किल Jews and Christians are friends? Or rich people are always friends? Rich people are always friends. Christian and Hindus are good friends. Jews and Hindus are friends. Ara chacha, how Brahmanism became the ruler in India? See, this I have explained. With the end of money economy, who became the ruler in India? 10th century, Brahmanism. Now, if Richa will ask this question, I will understand. If you will ask, then I will not entertain it. Because we have already discussed. In the absence of money economy, who will rule? Religion. With feudal lord as a representative, with priest and feudal lord as a representative. यही कहानी तो पढ़ाई. This was the story which I discussed in Gupta, post-Gupta, Rajput period. Anshul Goyal, you are absent today? Anshul, Anjali, Komal, अरे नहीं रुद्रेश, why you talk rubbish sometimes? All religions are against urbanization. Still you talk rubbish, still. Hare, you did not speak a single word. Clear? How religion became an obstacle for the new development. Brahmanism became in India 10th century. Feudal Brahmanical structure, feudal. Preface. From emancipator, Christianity turned into an emperor. Under the guidance of feudal lords and priestly class. And that became the wall for the modern developments. So, next heading, reasons. Reasons for reformation. चलो यार आज इतना पढ़ लो, नहीं तो ज़्यादा हो जाएगा तो और दिक्कत हो जाएगी. आज इतना पढ़ लो, आज इतना कंसोलिडेट कर लो. Tomorrow, reformation and nation state. Reformation and nation state. Reformation, nation state, and era of enlightenment, Kant and Rousseau. Alright, good night. Why good night? You will not meet in Naujawan Kranti?